Hey folks, Cornholio here again with some more shotguns. First of all, I put my RMR on, took it off the M4 and put it on this V3 to use for turkey and deer and whatnot. I'll get another one for that later. And I want to sight it in with 25 yards out here. I'm not going to sight it in with that good stuff. I'm going to sight it in with some cheap old Winchester just to get it close, and we'll go from there. So let's just see how close I am. Oh, 25 yards. It's windy today too. Let's put a long beard in now. Big 3-inch. Same for the bottom one. This is going to hurt. I got too high, I think. I don't have a high enough chair. I see something hit the middle of it. Oh Lordy, yeah. I went too far left. I need to come right a little bit and up. We'll go right, two, up, two, back up. Probably where it was to begin with. Let's try another one. I'll aim for the middle one. Yeah, he got some hits too. I should be sitting up a little higher. Might get a different chair from over there. This is 25 yards. Should have went too far right. Damn. All right, let's go back left and still need to go up. I could have pulled it. Let me get a different chair. Sit up a little higher. Can't really tell. Well, we'll try that. Yeah, a little bit. All right, we'll shoot the top one. He's open and clear. Oh, good Lord, yeah, there's a bunch of them in that one. Oh, that looks good. It does, actually does look pretty good. That's the V3, folks. Remington. Fantastic shotgun, it really is. With the Remington, Trijicon red dot on it. So that'll be enough for that one for right now. I may shoot him out some more. I do have Mossberg. This is the 590 A1. You've seen the 590. I had a 590 Persuader out there a couple months back, and I have that gun at the house with my kids back in Mississippi for home protection. And I wasn't going to get another one. Walked into my local gun store, dang it. And wouldn't you know, they had a used one here. I didn't know if it had been shot, but after taking it apart and cleaning it a time or two, I could tell that it had been shot a time or two. Not much, but I don't know what they did. When they took the cap off, I guess they tried to get the little spring retainer out by cocking a screwdriver in there, and it boogered it up. So I filed it and rolled it out and cleaned it up, and that works fine. I put a brass front bead sight on it because I like those better than the black ones that they had. And I found this little Monstrum, see it right here. It's a Monstrum, let me hide my face, rail for RMR Holosun. And I had a Holosun, so I put it on there. We're gonna see how that works. Be the first shots that I've had out of this gun today. My stock, I'm gonna get out of the picture so you can see it. I put a drilled and put bolts on the back side of the stock sling holder because I like those better than that little thing on the bottom, and this screw had stripped out. So this next has a screw instead of a little tang. Like a lot of them have a little tang down here. This had a screw, and the screw was stripped. So whoever owned it before me had tried some stuff. Now I have in it buckshot, slug, buckshot. We're going to see how good this Holosun is red dot is sighted in, because I don't think it's sighted in all that good. But I'm going to try. So let's go right here on this little 15-yard steel target. And where I'm standing is farther back, so it may be a little farther than 15 yards. But anyway, let's try them and see. All right, I'm gonna try it there at the... What happened? Oh, shit. I forgot. I'm going from semi-autos to pumps. Now that looked like he hit pretty dead center. Another buckshot. Take him out there. Let's see how the slug is on that. It hit that bowling pin. I know I don't have a camera on that. Take him out. Hold on. Back on safe. Let's go back out to the long range. This will tell me how good I'm at on that center one out there. Ooh, I think he hit way to the left. Now the 590A1, as most of y'all already know, is the same as the 590 Persuader, except the Persuader did have a heat shield on it, and the trigger guard on this one's metal, where the one on the 590 Persuader is plastic or polymer. Good gun, great gun, love these guns. They are just fantastic. They shoot. There is a little beveled cutout. I'll get out of the camera so y'all can see this. Right here on the bottom of this. How many of y'all know what that's for? Yes! It's for your bayonet. Okay, my Persuader did not have that. It was solid round all the way here. This one does have a little bevel out here that'll accept the M9 and the M7 bayonets. So I'm hoping that's getting in there where you can see this little beveling right here. I don't think that was on my Persuader. Anyway, thick walled barrel. I've called Mossberg the other day to find out about heat shields for this specific one. If it didn't come with a heat shield, they have one to sell. It's about 50 bucks, and it has a little block that sits in there, and you bolt it to that, and it wraps around the back of the barrel. He said check back at the end of the month. Maybe they'll have some more in, but they're filling a lot of military contracts right now, pumping out a bunch more of these shotguns. So I'll check back with them and see. I did call Remington as well to find out about when they're going to put the V3 back into production. And Remington told me the V3, that gun's going to be back in production probably with June to August. They're putting out 870s, the Fieldmasters, various kinds. They're putting out the 1100s right now. And the V3 TAC-13, they're actually putting those out right now. You can go to your distributor or your local gun shop and have them order one. Might take a month or two, but they are putting the V3 TAC-13s back into production. I think I heard a preliminary price. He didn't tell me the price on them because I don't think he knew right yet, but I'd heard somewhere else that they said the price is going to be about $900. So you can forget about Gunbroker asking $1,700 to $2,500 to $30,000 to $3,000 for those stupid V3s. Way overpriced. Remington's got them coming back up now, and hopefully they'll be in store soon, next couple of months. But you can go ahead and order one, he told me. So that's great to see that coming up. I might place an order here right now, but good gosh, I've got way too many shotguns as it is. Okay, those two are out of the way. Good enough. That's close enough. Let me take a look down here and just see what that looks like in slugs. I might need to tweak it, but if I can hit that right there, at 25 yards, that's pretty good enough. Okay, one slug went right here and the other one right here. Jeez, yeah, I need to bring that over to the right and try that a few more shots, I think. I need to bring him right. That's pretty good, let's go with that. Black Aces slugs, 2 3/4 inch. Let's see how that did, I will put. I think shoot, I'm not resting on anything. This is free-handed, as you saw. Hey, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Buckshot and slug, 25 yards. And I don't think there's a shot inside my house unless you go from back bedroom all the way up through the hall of the kitchen. There might be a 25 yard, no, 17 yards. The longest shot in the house, 17 yards, I remember now. So, okay. Paper's blowing everywhere. The 590 A1 is good to go. How about we now take a look at what most people probably are going to watch this video to see. Ba-choom, ba-choom. Y'all know what this is? Y'all seen it before? It is the Beretta 1301 Tactical. But notice something a little different about that stock. Yeah, that is a kickoff stock. If you go to Beretta.com and oh, and I also put a Limb Saver AirTech recoil pad on it. You can go to Beretta.com, not the Beretta gun store. That's a fake site. Trust me, do not go to Beretta gun store. They got one on Remington, they got one on Beretta, they got one on a bunch of them, and they only take, oh, what's that payment you can set up to your bank? They'll take Bitcoin. That'll be a warning to you. And they'll take, oh, I forget, some other kind of payment. It's weird. It's not PayPal. It's not Venmo. It's, dang it, it's on my phone. Anyway, the Beretta gun store is a fake place. You will never get nothing. You'll get your money stolen. Go to Beretta.com. Look up the A400 Extreme stock, kickoff stock. They're about 340 bucks. Bolts right up. Now, these do come with shims. Your original gun may come with shims, or may have only had one shim in it. These little shims right in here, okay? You will need that shim. That's it, okay? It has the silver shim in here that you can turn and twist it to set, drop, comb, cast, and all that stuff, whatever you call it, which I never really mess with because most guns fit my weird face pretty good. But you can get this thing, if you're military and you've got your military account set up in ID.me, you can get a military discount, and I believe it was almost like 50 bucks off the price of this thing. Free shipping, tax, I think it was $319 total shipped to the house, 2-day air, pretty quick. They seem to only ship out on Tuesdays for some reason, I don't know why. But first shots with it today, we're going to see if this does reduce the recoil compared to the M4, which I didn't really bring the M4 out today, but who am I kidding? You know, if I'm bringing out my defensive shotguns, I'm going to have the M4 as well. But anyway, I've got this one loaded up with, let's see, Remington 12 gauge Express buckshot, 9 pellet buckshot. So, and I got some slugs in here too. And y'all remember the last time I had this out here, my match saver that I bought off of Amazon looked really cool, but it wouldn't hold the shell. Every time I shot it, the shell went flying. So I went ahead and bought a real match saver, put it on. We're gonna see how that holds up today. So, Let's load him up and let's see if it reduces the kick. Where did I? Now we'll shoot out there. That's not bad. I don't know if you can see it moving. Yeah, I could feel it move. I did all right. Let's shoot that one. He's on there. Oh, I didn't have a camera set up before I was shooting. I'm not really worried about where these hit. I know it's on already. If I aim right, I'm not really aiming. I'm more trying it out to see how it works. Be interesting to see if you can see that thing move. I'm probably going to come up right here and shoot a few just to see if you can see those move. All right, let's put a few slugs in it and we'll see if you can see it move. All right, be watching for this, and I will slow this down. I hope the light's okay in here. I felt something give back here, and there's two little hydraulic things back in there, and this right here is supposed to squinch up and move too. So I like the way that shoots. Is it better than the M4? Aha! We shall see. What do I have loaded in the M4? Ooh, I don't want to shoot them. Those are 15 pellet. I might shoot one. One of the good ones. Safety is on. I got two more slugs in here. This is the heavy. This thing, to me, shoots the 3-inch mags and slugs better and easier than the Beretta. Even with, and I got a regular, it's not the AirTech recoil pad, but it's a limb saver on this. And I put a pad on here. When I had the red dot on it, which is co-witnessed, no, and I put my cheek on here. I got a 3/8 thick pad wrapped around on this. When I bring him up cheek, I'm dead on it. And this is the long, it's pulled out 1 to your 3rd notch. So that's the longest it is, which is still way shorter than the original one that came on here with like a 15, 16, 17 inch length to pull, however long it was. I could shoot it. This one is so much better. Dead on. This Argo gas system, it may not be as fast as the Blink system, but holy smokes, man, that thing is a fantastic shooter. So why don't we load up a bunch of regular old Winchester number 8 shot, the cheapest, lightest shooting stuff that you can buy on planet Earth, and shoot him out of the Beretta. Just see how that works. 2, 7. Can I get one more? Nope. All right, if you're not being able to get 7 rounds of 2 3/4 inches in here, this one is the law enforcement model. It does have the long tube. This black thing is a cover. This tube comes up to here, but it has that little plastic retaining screw out, screw in thing. Take that out and just leave the spring in here and cap it off with this cap. You'll get 7 rounds of 2 3/4 inches in this thing. Okay, I know a lot of people don't, and they're like, oh, why can't I get extra rounds in there? Different companies make their shells different sizes. This right here shell is 2 3/4 inches after it has been fired. When it's loaded and crimped in, it's going to be a little shorter than 2 3/4. Some of them are shorter than that. I don't know why they won't make it to where it will literally, realistically hold 7 crimped rounds in there. The tube is long enough for it, but then they put that cap, that screw-in little twist-in spring retainer cap underneath this thing, and it takes away from your extra round. You can't get it in there. So, let's see how she shoots with cheap rounds. All right. He kicks them out pretty damn quick. Let's do that again. That was fun. I don't have any of the fast loaders or anything like that. I have practiced double loading and can do it. Barrel's hot, doesn't have a barrel shroud, so holding it like this and trying to reload, it's kind of a pain, burn your hand. So I need a barrel shroud to get that to go and grab the rounds off and double feed them. And I can do it, done it many times, but with this one, it's burns your hand. So you're gonna have to hold it up in here and turn it and feed them in that way. And I don't like having to do it that way because you run the risk of just knocking stuff out of there off of my S-Tac sling. And you did notice a while ago that the real match saver did hold that round in there. How many did I put in there? It is definite finger and trigger control to shoot this thing rapidly. I think it is. It's not a long length of pull. It might be a little long trigger where my finger is. So I'm gonna have to choke up a little bit on it. But let's try it. Well, not bad. He didn't miss a beat. That is now shooting light loads, fill loads. That's great. Putting the buckshots in them and the slugs in them. You feel that a little bit, not bad. That kickoff and that limb saver have definitely dampened it better than it was originally. And I don't know why they don't put that on all their guns. They have a capability of doing it. They just don't. So, I mean, I paid $1,100, $1,190, excuse me, 1090? No, it was $1,190, right above $1,200 for the shotgun. And then I spent another $340 or $320 on getting this kickoff stock. They put it on the gun. I don't think they raised the price $300. I think it raised the price like $200 compared to the Comp Pro. I could be wrong, could be more than that. But I would have been willing to pay that initially for this, had they put it on there to begin with. I don't know why Benelli won't do that. They put it on the Comp Pro, and they put it on all the A400s. Why they don't put it on the defensive shotguns? I guess they don't think we need them. I do have one more goodie for y'all, and I will show you here in just a minute. Damn gun, local gun stores. Yeah, I actually got a pretty good deal this morning. I went to my local gun store. I was looking for some 1100s. There's another gun store. It's about a 2-hour drive away. Hour and a half, depends. Depends on how many cops I see. They had great prices. You've probably heard of them, Exile Armory. The cute lady, is it Brandy? Oh, I don't want to say that. I know one of them's named Tiffany. I don't want to say her name and it'd be wrong. But anyway, it's Exile Armory. They have that a daily video of what they got coming in. I drive up there quite often, see, bought a few guns from them as well, because they have the best gun prices that I have found in a 3 or 4 state area. And they give you a good deal. And I heard they had a couple 1100s, and I thought, no, I'm not driving up there, because damn it, I'll buy one at a 20 gauge, which you already have, and another 12 gauge. And the last 12 gauge I had, I sold. They look good on the video. And I thought, no, if I drive up there, they want $500 for it, I know dadgummit I'll buy it. I said, I'm not gonna spend any money this week on these shotguns. So I go to my local gun store. I'll show you in a minute. Safety off. Bam! Knock over some bowling balls. Bowling pins, I mean. Get off that table. Bam! Got it. All right. Yeah, he kicks. I mean, it's definitely a much improvement over the standard stock. Okay. So we're going on the V3. We had that, we had that, we had that. Okay, let's take a look at here. All right. Y'all know I love 1100s. Been shooting these things a long, long time. This is a Remington model 1100, 12 gauge, 2 3/4 inch only. Although I got to do some research. I swore, but I got so many numbers that run through my head from buying so many different guns. But I thought all Remington 1100s that are Magnums will have Magnum written on the receiver, or do they? I don't know. This serial number starts off with an M and ends with a V. And I thought that designated this is a Magnum receiver. I'm probably wrong. I'd bet 99% I'm wrong. But for some reason I got that in my head that this should be a Magnum receiver. Little red bugs. Anyway, so this 28? Yeah, it's 28-inch barrel, if not a 30. It's 28, and because my V3s is 26. But it is solid, man. Nothing rattles. There might be a little wiggle in the barrel. You get a lot of them where you take the barrel, and it's just tiny. But I mean, solid. Nothing rattling. Solid gun. Dirty as crap. Now, a long time ago, I learned when you buy a used gun from somebody you don't know, before you start shooting it, take it apart and inspect it really good, because who knows why they're selling it, okay? There's been some work done on the stock. I don't know if they just flatten that off instead of letting it come out like that, but you can see they did a little bit of work on it. There is a tiniest little chippy, almost a crack starting right here. And right here, right in here, where the stock meets up, right there behind the safety, there is a teeny, I don't even know if you'll be able to see it on here. The lighting out here sucks. I need to get better lights. I don't know if you can see, there might be a little teeny little piece that chipped off right there. I don't see a crack. It's just like somebody maybe took the stock off and dropped it. But the lines are really good. There is a tiny little scratch mar right here. You can't feel it. You can see that little silver right there on the metal trigger guard. It has all standard stuff in it. Standard this, standard safety. Yep. There's tiny little bitty surface rust right here and there. Right here and on this side. Small amounts, very small amounts. Small amounts on the receiver. It's better than the 20 gauge that I bought. Y'all seen the 20 gauge many times. I've had it out here. There's a little scuffing around the loading gate. Just wore off from, well, that's my fingernail coming off. Scratching it. I don't feel any rough spots. Oh yeah, right there is a little sharp. Might take a tiniest bit of sandpaper And that silver area right there, there's a little sharp edge right there. Those cut your finger. I mean, when you're gonna load it, whoosh, right there, push you up in there, right there. Oh yeah, that would definitely cut your finger. Well, is it off? No, that needs a little work, minor work, okay? And you know me, I may take this thing apart out here, lube it up, run a brush down through it, and squirt some rim oil on it, and try a shot or two. He does seem, it locks up good. Yeah, he locks up real good. It just seems like it's dirty in there. Y'all know, take the stocks off and the springs, the action springs in there get really gummed up over the years. It was a lady that brought these in. I was told it was an elderly lady that brought these in. Well, not elderly, but anyway, she had this and an old Stevens pump shotgun. The Stevens pump shotgun was no finish on it whatsoever. All the varnish on the stocks had come off. It was like a truck gun for the last 50 years. And what they were asking for that, I would have had no room for any kinds of profit because I would have bought it, cleaned it up and sold it. I don't have a use for a Stevens pump. I got plenty of the shotguns here and some more at home. I didn't need the Stevens. It wouldn't have been anything I could have made any money off of. And I don't always buy used guns to sell them. I usually buy used guns to fix them up and keep them. But had I bought that old Stevens, I would have definitely resold it. But even if I cleaned it up and did work on it, it wouldn't have been worth what they were even asking for it. I would have offered her probably half of what they were asking for. But this gun was a fantastic price. The lady had just brought them in. They were still sitting on the counter. They hadn't even cleaned them, taken them into stock inventory and everything. And I said, and I happened to see the paper there. And one of the other guys, I heard him mention a price. And I said, is that what you're gonna be asking? He goes, well, that's preliminary, but you know, we'll take it, clean it up, do this and do that to it, and then we'll see what we can get for it. I said, I'll give you that asking price that you just spoke right now, because it was a fantastic price for that gun. So he went and got the manager, and she called the lady, because she hadn't even called the lady and told her what we think we could get for them. It was a consignment sale. She brought them in there and said, see what you can get for them. Call me and tell me what you think you can get for them. So she called the lady back and she said, I'm thinking we can get this for this one, and we can get this for the Stevens pump. And she goes, okay, that sounds good. The lady said, okay. I said, write it up. So 10 minutes later, I'm walking out the door. I also bought a case of 12 gauge ammunition, 250 round case. It's up in the truck. And I always take a picture of my receipts and everything, and pictures of the gun, serial numbers, all that stuff like that, keep it for my records. And I looked and I thought, woo, that's cheap. And then I saw it. Instead of ringing up 10 boxes the case of ammunition, she rang up 1 box. And I was already down here, so I called her and told Miss Michelle, I said, Miss Michelle, I said, you only charged me for 1 box. You didn't charge me for a case. I said, so I'll be back up there later this afternoon and pay for the rest of it. She was like, okay, thank you, sure appreciate that. I said, I'm not gonna steal from nobody. I just can't do that, can't do that. My belief is that'll come back against you. Some people say, oh, she sold me a whole case for the price of 1 box. And they think they got a great deal. And not when you know that was an honest mistake on her part. I don't want her getting in trouble when they count the books up at the end of the day and realize they're short 9 boxes of ammunition. And plus they would know it was me, and the next time I go in there, they'd be looking at me like I would never get another good deal in there. But you know, you just gotta do what's right. You know, I think that, and I think most people that watch these videos, and a lot of good people still left it there in the world. There's still a lot of people who would have just taken that and took off and said, hey, her loss, you know. I can't do that. I can't do that. My dad raised me better than that. And I could go on for hours and hours about stories of my dad. So that's how I was raised. It's an honest mistake on her part, and I've got to go back and pay for them other 9 boxes of shells. Some of you, most of the folks I know that watch my videos would probably do the same thing. So anyway, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Love making these videos. You guys know that I have been doing this for a few years now, and I've grown in numbers thanks to you guys, thanks to some other people on some Facebook gun groups and stuff like that. They ask me questions, and I'll show them a snippet of a video, or I'll give them some. I'm not no great shot, no great hunter, no great, gunsmith or nothing like that, but what I know. What I know that works, it works. And if you guys need any help with something, if I can help you, I sure will. I don't take people sending the guns to me because I'm not an FFL. But had a lot of guys sitting here, some of the videos, they've got some good info out of the videos. Especially my little tabletops where I sit down and look at some stuff. I don't make any money off them because I don't have enough subscribers yet. So I do this purely out of fun because I enjoy it. It's a passion of mine. And I hope you guys get something out of it. And I hope you guys enjoy watching these videos. So I will continue to make them as long as you guys keep wanting to watch them. So anyway, it's Cornholio out. As always, God bless America. God bless you. Cornholio out. Folks, I couldn't stand it. I took them apart. Worked him up a little bit. Inspected things. He looks good. He looks good. So, how about we try this Remington 1100. Get that dang box of ammo open. We're gonna try them out. First shots. Just bought it this morning. Just made a video out here. Y'all saw this. We're gonna try them out. Let's see. First of all, if he'll eject. Yeah, he ejects him out. Yeah, I squirted some oil in it. It's pretty dirty. I mean dirty. But I got a little brush over here and I cleaned a few things out. It does load up pretty good. I hadn't hit my finger on that spot. It doesn't feel that bad now that it's in here. All right, first shots. Let's see how it works. Is my front bead bent? I don't know, can't tell. I sure hope that shot, because it said my battery on my main camera was exhausted. So let's just do a little. I took the old 1100 apart a few minutes ago. Y'all probably kind of knew I would. And he's dirty, but everything in it looks really good. I don't know how many I put in there. That's it. Looks good, looks real good. Let me change this over here. All right, I don't know if you saw the first shots or not, because I don't know if that battery died on me first, but I took him apart and cleaned him up pretty good. And, God. Yeah. I'm excited. I believe it's a 1975. I'll have to look it up when I get home. I may have my card on the camera, but it's a DZ code, and I think there's a 5 stamp behind it. I believe what the guy was looking up on there in the gun shop told me he thinks it is September of 1975, which would put it, the year I started shooting shotguns was December of 74. I got it for Christmas, but I didn't get to shoot it. Not this, it was 870. I didn't get to shoot it until January, because right after Christmas we went on a little trip, and it was chewing, gnawing at me. Oh, I want to shoot that shotgun, I want to shoot that shotgun. So I believe it was the January 1st or January the 2nd was the first time I got to shoot my 870. 1975. Yeah, he's dirty. Let's put some more in it. That's fun. Cycle's great. Might have me another skeet gun. All right. Oh, it's so pretty. And it's tight. The fiberglass under here, the insert, or on the forearm down here, is in there tight. This thing locks up so tight, man. Really good, really good, really proud of this. Oh, there's a reason 1100s are such fantastic guns. These old ones are made really, really, really well. Let me take a look at that front sight. It just looks like it's sticking up too far, and it looks like it may be ever so slightly bent off to the right. No, I think it's just the way one of the threads comes up a little bit. I got a little pair of pliers and some rubber on them. I'll tweak with it when I get home, take a look at it. It just, this way one of the threads is exposed and you can see it, it makes it look like it might be bent a little bit towards the right. But when I look at it, I can't see that it is. Either way. This might be one. Might get a Cerakote job on this bad boy. A bronze. Or crimson red, roll tide. Anyways, I want to make this a little short. Like I said, I picked this one up. You heard in the other video. And I will add this to this video, or I may separate those two and make a completely separate video on them. I don't know. Oh, but I like that. Oh, I dropped one. Sucks getting old and having to bend over. Check my safety. Safety works fine. I'm gonna walk down here, get a little closer to that target, and we'll see how that pans out. Hold on a second here. I'll get myself in about 20. Yeah, I'll be able to see it from there. All right, I'm gonna shoot that right corner, right there. That's a good pattern for a modified. All right, folks. Again, this will wrap it up. And I'll say it again, folks. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. God bless America. Cornholio out.